You keep telling yourself you're afraid of failing, but deep down you know that's not the truth. What really terrifies you as a creative? What if your fear of failure isn't actually the fear of failure, but it's the fear of being fully seen? Because once you show up fully, there's no going back, there's no more playing small, there's no more hiding, and you're fully responsible for creating the life you crave. That's fucking frightening, right? It is so much easier to just say, yeah, I'm afraid of failing, so I'm not going to fully go. But when you really get down to the core fear, that's where the real work begins. That's where the transformation occurs, because that's where the real obstacle is broken down. So in this video, I want to name specifically that deep, real fear beneath failure. And I want to talk about why we hide and how we can listen to the somatic truth of our body and show up more fully as multi-passionate creatives. And if you're new here, my name's Kev. I'm an award-winning furniture designer, and I help you get into your body. Because that's where we express ourselves most fully. Because let's be honest here, the socially acceptable fear is failure. It gives us a sort of exit door, something to hide behind, right? And if you're anything like me, you'll find anything you can hide behind so that you can give 90% of you, even though you know that last 10% is really where the juice is. It's like giving it your all, right? That last bit of holding the pose where you know you got more, but it's just easier. It's just safer, right? But the life that you crave, the expression you want to embody as an artist, a creative, a designer, a this, a that, a bada bing, bada boom, is found in the full giving, 100%, because 99% is still holding back. And as what I find to be true, 99% is still not a fuck yes. Only 100% is a fuck yes, right? So if our fear really isn't failure, what is that deeper fear, a more true fear? For me, it's success. It's real, embodied, creatively liberated success, because that demands a certain level of exposure. Not exposure in the sense of you're famous and everybody knows you. Exposure of I am open and I'm giving all of me, which leaves you really fucking vulnerable, right? Because when you show up fully, what you lose is the safety of playing small. You risk heartbreak, disappointment, rejection, misunderstanding, all of those things. But to not accept those risks is to not live up to being in the fullness of the power you came here to embody. The power that you deep down know is the true version of you, right? And even that power alone is terrifying. This season of my life has really been about trusting my power, owning it, and being conscious and responsible for how I express it to the world, and ensuring that I'm doing everything that I can in each moment to be attuned and heart open. Because we all see examples of how power can go awry, how we can get stuck in our egos, how we can start to have intentions that aren't necessarily bad, but are narrowed, right? That are focused on getting rather than giving. And one of the biggest reframes you can embody as a multi-passionate creative is to focus on giving rather than getting. Because that is where we access this sort of untethered potential inside of us. This more unguarded part of our heart, part of our body this more free-flowing expression in our nervous system, right? But to do all of that is terrifying. So why do we hide as creatives? I'll give you a laundry list. Trauma, it teaches us to stay small, to blend in, to not stand out, There's that Australian phrase that is, we cut the heads off the tall poppies around here. So when you are seen, you play big, you are going to get the head of your poppy chopped off, because being visible is being vulnerable, right? And vulnerability just leaves you susceptible to just about everything. It opens you to receive the greatest gifts that life is trying to move through you, as it simultaneously leaves you open to feel pain. Or suffering, I should say. Pain's inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering is the story we perpetuate about our pain, about our yearning, about our lack of XYZ, right? And I really want to underscore that this kind of playing small, this blending in, was a very intelligent mechanism of your body because it perhaps once kept you out of danger. You need to acknowledge that. Like, you are so resilient, your body and your nervous system is so intelligent for adapting in these ways to keep you safe. Now it's time to check in and discern, are these patterns that are unconsciously playing out in my life helping me create more intimacy with the life I love, the people I love, the way I want to express myself creatively? Chances are they're not. So now you're responsible for changing them. Because when we don't fully meet the call of doing the deep work to change those patterns, we kind of stay in this perpetual, what I call prep mode as a creative, right? You might know it as researching, analysis paralysis, information overload, overworking, but overworking on the things that don't actually matter, or quote, waiting for clarity, right? All of those things are kind of energy that's leaving the body but really going nowhere. Because it's energy that isn't connected to our deep well of creativity, our deep core, right? And so, I want to help you understand that until you do that deep work to get to the core of where your nervous system feels regulated, where you can loosen your sort of grip on these old patterns, you will always feel lack. And if you want help rewiring those patterns, check out the Embodied Creator Toolkit. It was designed exactly for that. Because your gifts were never meant to be hidden behind this kind of illusory pursuit of readiness. You're not here to wait. You're not here to prepare. You're here to become. And becoming that's a present participle, right? It's a real-time verb. It's an action. It's a process of embodiment. You can't wait for tomorrow to become. You have to become now, right? So what does all of this look like? What does it look like to fully show up? It means trading perfection back, I say back because it's your true nature, back to presence. There's no connection in perfection. It does not create more of the life you crave. It doesn't create better work, and it sure as hell doesn't create better connections in relationships. Presence is what animates everything that you do. It's what allows you to sort of imbue and superimpose, transcribe maybe, your soul into your work. It's what allows you to breathe into another who you truly are, right? You tell me if that's going to create more of the life that you crave. Categorically in my life, it's yes, And so fully showing up is also coming with not needing to prove anything. It's less proving, more expressing. Again, all present participles. This is all happening right now. Stop trying to prove and start expressing yourself for the joy of expressing yourself. And naturally, the people that are designed to resonate with you and what you have to offer will be magnetized to you. But I'm going to be honest, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Perfect example is this whole YouTube project was this divine download of God just freaking knocking on my door. Hey, when are you gonna do that thing? When are you gonna start that channel? When are you gonna impact the world? When are you gonna stop hiding? When are you gonna? And I'm like, fine. I accept the charges. I'll do this. And it's been over a year of consistently showing up, and I've had to go through many doorways of letting go of expectations of getting anywhere. And it's just now getting to a point where it's starting to magnetize the right humans, because y'all are so beautiful. The comments you're leaving, the feedback I'm getting about my content and about my courses and newsletter is fucking amazing. So thank you guys so much. Now back to like what fully showing up feels like and looks like. It's letting the truth of who you are discovering yourself to be shape your work. Not what you think it should be, right? This is not a thinking. Creativity is not a mental game. It's a somatic game. It's allowing the heart to be seen, allowing it to be expressed through your body into form. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a collage, a conversation, a freshly cleaned solar panel, whatever it is. I have weird examples for these things. I'm thinking about all my friends that run different businesses. Yeah. And fully showing up is not about shouting or imposing your will either. It's about standing in your core, your center, fully open as much as you can be, right? We're always opening more. It's a continual unfolding and unraveling, but as fully open as you can be in each moment, right? People don't want the polished version of you. Despite them maybe saying it unconsciously, that's fucking bullshit. People crave rawness, realness, authenticity, and I use that word, but I also know how slippery it is. Authenticity is just being connected to what your aliveness is, knowing what the sensations are in your body, and knowing how to express them without projecting. That's really what it is, right? And the world wants realness, rawness, and authenticity. So let's tie a bow on all this. Feel into what it's like for you to be fully seen. I can't tell you what that's like. I can gesture and sort of point you in the direction of discovering it for yourself, but likely it's going to involve you breathing into whatever is most uncomfortable for you. Facing your discomfort, facing your fears, discovering your aliveness that is animating you while you do so, you know. You can close your eyes, you can imagine yourself just fully open and visible to the world exactly as you are. You are not hiding, there is no apologies for who you are and how you want to express yourself. That is the true version of you that is trying to awaken through you, right? That is the place where you rise into your power through the kind of descent into your discomfort and your fears, right? If you want help in that process, again, Embodied Creator Toolkit is here for you. So stop calling the fear of failure exactly that. It's deeper. It's the fear of being seen. It's the fear of success. Name the truth of who you are afraid to show up as, because until you do, you will be limited and wonder why. And I want you to unlimit yourself and step into a world of pure possibility, because that's exactly what the world needs from you. So if this resonated deeply with you, you would love my newsletter. Sign up for that. Embodied Creator Toolkit, also in the description. And please subscribe, because I love creating this for y'all and I want to do more of it. And it really helps me out. So thank y'all for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.